A saturated clay stratum of thickness 10 m bounded on top and bottom by medium coarse sand layers has a coefficient of consolidation of 0.002 cm to s. If this stratum is subjected to loading, it is likely that it would undergo 50 of its primary consolidation in A. 1136 days, B. 227 days, C. 284 days, D. 568 days. The correct answer is 284 days. In a plane truss, if M is the number of members, R is the number of reactions, and J is the number of joints, then for this truss to be determinate, A. JMR, B. J2MR, C. 3JM2R, D. 2JMR. The correct answer is 2JMR. Which one of the following methods is generally considered the best for tunnel ventilation? A. Driving a drift through the tunnel, B. Blow-in method, C. Blow-out method, D. Combination of blow-in and blow-out methods. The correct answer is combination of blow-in and blow-out methods. A circular shaft subjected to torsion undergoes a twist of 1 in a length of 120 centimeters. If the maximum shear stress induced is limited to 1000 kg cm2 and if modulus of rigidity G 0.8 x 10 6 kg cm2, then the radius of the shaft should be A. 18, B. 18, C. 27, D. 27. The correct answer is 27. Which one of the following types of sleepers has the best shock absorbing capacity as well as dampening property? A. CST sleeper, B. Wooden sleeper, C. Concrete sleeper, D. Steel sleeper. The correct answer is concrete sleeper. Which of the following pairs regarding explanations and the terminologies pertaining to masonry are correctly matched? 1. Reveal, projecting stone to serve as support for joist. 2. Throating, groove provided on the underside of projecting elements like sills. 3. Gable, triangle-shaped masonry works provided at the ends of sloped roof. 4. Frieze, vertical sides of finished opening for doors and windows. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. A. 1 and 2, B. 2 and 3, C. 3 and 4, D. 1 and 4. The correct answer is 2 and 3. Which of the following are the purposes for use of steel bars reinforcement in cement concrete pavements? 1. To increase the flexural strength of concrete. 2. To prevent the onset of cracks. 3. To allow wider spacing of joints. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A. 1 and 2 only, B. 2 and 3 only, C. 1 and 3 only, D. 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is 2 and 3 only. The following readings were taken with a dumpy level and a 4m leveling staff on a continuously sloping ground at 30 m intervals: 0.680 m, 1.455 m, 1.855 m, 2.330 m, 2.885 m, 3.380 m, 1.055 m. The RL of the fourth point was calculated to be 79.100 m. The RL of the point that was read 0.680 m is A. 80.750 m, B. 79.780 m, C. 78.420 m, D. 77.740 m. The correct answer is 80.750 m. Consider the following statements. 1. In the laboratory consolidation test, initial compression is the result of displacement of soil particles. 2. Primary consolidation is due to dissipation of pore water pressure. 3. Secondary compression starts after complete dissipation of pore water pressure. 4. Primary consolidation and secondary compression occur simultaneously. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 and 4 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 2 and 4 only. D. 1 and 3 only. The correct answer is 2 and 4 only. For complete hydration of cement, the WC ratio needed is A. less than 0.25. B. more than 0.25 but less than 0.35. C. more than 0.35 but less than 0.45. D. more than 0.45 but less than 0.60. The correct answer is more than 0.35 but less than 0.45. A hollow circular column at internal diameter d and external diameter 1.5 d is subjected to compressive load. The maximum distance of the point of application of load from the center for no tension is A. D8, B. 13 D48, C. D4, D. 13 D96. The correct answer is 13 D48. Consider the following statements. 1. Alum coagulation decreases the alkalinity of water. 2. Alum coagulation increases permanent hardness of water. 3. Alum coagulation decreases pH of water. 4. Alum coagulation produces aluminium hydroxide flocks in the flocculation process. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1, 2, 3 and 4. B. 1, 3 and 4 only. C. 1 and 2 only. D. 2, 3 and 4 only. The correct answer is 1, 2, 3 and 4. A seamless pipe with 80 cm diameter carries a fluid under a pressure of 2 Nm2. If the permissible tensile stress is 100 Nm2, the minimum required thickness of the pipe is A. 2 mm, B. 4 mm, C. 8 mm, D. 16 mm. The correct answer is 8 mm. A beam carries a uniformly distributed load throughout its length. In which of the following configurations will the strain energy be maximum? A. Cantilever, B. Simply supported beam, C. Propped cantilever, D. Fixed beam. The correct answer is cantilever. If carbon monoxide is released at the rate of 0.03 m3 min from a gasoline engine and 50 ppm is the threshold limit for an 8-hour exposure, the quantity of air which dilutes the contaminant to a safe level will be A. 60 m3 min, B. 600 m3 min, C. 600 m3s, D. 60 m3s. The correct answer is 60 m3 min. Consider the following factors. 1. Provision of a suitable slope to the top of the sill. 2. Proper throating of the sill to throw off the water outside. 3. Giving a projection of not less than 50 mm to the sill. 4. Providing damp-proof coarse below the sill to check the entry of moisture inside the main wall. Those considered while constructing a brick sill would include A. 1 and 2, B. 1, 3 and 4, C. 2, 3 and 4, D. 1, 2, 3 and 4. The correct answer is 1 and 2. Due to horizontal pull of 60 kN at C, what is the force induced in the member AB? A. 0, B. 40 kN, C. 80 kN, D. 100 kN. The correct answer is 100 kN. California bearing ratio CBR is A. Measure of soil strength, B. Method of soil identification, C. Measure to indicate the relative strengths of paving materials, D. Measure of shear strength under lateral confinement. The correct answer is measure to indicate the relative strengths of paving materials. Consider the following statements. 1. Masonry enriched cement mortar, though having good strength with high shrinkage, is much liable for surface cracks. 2. Lime mortar possesses poor workability and poor water retentivity and also suffers high shrinkage. 3. Masonry in lime mortar has better resistance against rain penetration and is less liable to crack when compared to masonry in cement mortar. Which of these statements are correct? A. 1, 2, and 3. B. 1 and 2. C. 2 and 3. D. 1 and 3. The correct answer is 1, 2, and 3. A water jet 0.02 m2 in area has a velocity of 15 ms. If the jet impinges normally on a plate which is moving at a velocity 5 ms in the direction of the jet, what is the force on the plate due to this impact? Density 1000 kg m3. A. 200 N. B. 2000 N. C. 20,000 N. D. 4,000 N. The correct answer is 2000 N. Which one of the following would help prevent the escape of foul sewer gases from a water closet? A. Air gap. B. Vent pipe. C. Gully trap. D. None of the above. The correct answer is none of the above. The beam shown in the given figure has a design bending moment value of A. 8 kN, B. 6 kN, C. 4 kN, D. 2 kN. The correct answer is 2 kN. Length of line measured with a 20 m chain was found to be 634.4 m. If the chain was 5 cm too long throughout the measurement, then the true length of the line is A. 635.990 m, B. 635.986 m, C. 632.818 m, D. 632.814 m. The correct answer is 635.986 m. What does the Williot-Morr diagram yield? A. Forces in members of a truss. B. Moments in a fixed beam. C. Reactions at the supports. D. Joint displacement of a pin-jointed plane frame. The correct answer is joint displacement of a pin-jointed plane frame. The runway length after correcting for elevation and temperature is 2845 m. If the effective gradient on runway is 0.5%, then the revised runway length will be A. 2845 m, B. 2910 m, C. 3030 m, D. 3130 m. The correct answer is 3130 m. Which of the following advantages accrue to the use of Articulate Dump Trucks ADT over Rigid Dump Trucks RDT for construction and earth-moving work? 1. Higher maneuverability. 2. Low turning radius. 3. Lower fleet costs. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A. 1, 2, and 3. B. 1 and 2. C. 1 and 3. D. 2 and 3. The correct answer is 1 and 2. Which one of the following statements is correct? Linear arch is one which represents A. Center line of an arch. B. Variation of bending moment. C. Thrust line. D. Variation of shear force. The correct answer is thrust line. The two-peg test in the adjustment of a dumpy level employs the principle that A. Equal lengths at backside and foreside do not affect the difference in level. B. Reciprocal leveling eliminates errors of non-parallel instrument and collimation axis. C. Two readings from the same station will minimize errors in bubble tube axis. D. Correction is made for vertical axis at one peg and for horizontal axis at the other peg. The correct answer is equal lengths at backside and foreside do not affect the difference in level. Undisturbed soil samples are required for conducting A. Hydrometer test, B. Shrinkage limit test, C. Consolidation test, D. Specific gravity test. The correct answer is consolidation test. In a plastic analysis of structures, the segment between any two successive plastic hinges is assumed to deform as A plastic material, B. A rigid material, C. An elastic material, D. An inelastic material. The correct answer is a rigid material. Consider the following assumptions. 1. The shearing stress in all the rivets is uniform. 2. The bearing stress is not uniform. 3. Bending of rivets can be neglected. The assumptions made while designing a riveted joint would include A 1, 2 and 3, B 1 and 2, C 2 and 3, D 1 and 3. The correct answer is 1 and 3. Sorky is added to lime mortar to A. Prevent shrinkage, B. Decrease setting time, C. Increase bulk, D. Impart hydraulicity. The correct answer is prevent shrinkage. The trap used for a water closet is called A. Gully trap, B. P-trap, C. Intercepting trap, D. Anti-siphon trap. The correct answer is P-trap. For a sleeper density of N5, the number of sleepers required for constructing a broad gauge BG railway track of length 650 m is A. 975, B. 918, C. 900, D. 880. The correct answer is 900. Consider the following statements in respect of a thick cylinder subjected to internal pressure. 1. The stress on an element on the outer wall is unidirectional. 2. The stresses on an element on the inner wall are principal stresses. 3. The constants of the Lam's equation are positive. Which of these statements are correct? A 1 and 2, B 1 and 3, C 2 and 3, D 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is 1, 2 and 3. Consider the following statements. An aqueduct is a cross-drainage work in which A canal is carried over the drainage channel, B a drainage channel is carried over the canal, C both drainage channel and canal are at the same level. Which of the statements given above are correct? A 1 only, B 1 and 2 only, C 2 and 3 only, D 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is 1 only. Two shafts of same material and same length are connected in series and subjected to a torque T as shown in the given figure. If what is the value of the ratio where 1 and 2 are the extreme shear stresses in either of two segments? A 4, B 2, C 8, D 16. The correct answer is 8. Which one of the following is the most critical rivet in the joint shown in the figure given? A number 1, B number 2, C number 3, D number 4. The correct answer is number 3. A good brick when immersed in water bath for 24 hours should not absorb more than A 20 of its dry weight, B 30 of its saturated weight, C 10 of its dry weight, D 20 of its saturated weight. The correct answer is 20 of its dry weight. A truss ABC carries two horizontal and two vertical loads as shown in the figure. The horizontal and vertical components of the reaction at A will be AHA 1000 kN VA 1706.25 kN, BHA 2000 kN VA 2550 kN, CHA 1000 kN VA 2550 kN, DHA 2000 kN VA 1706.25 kN. The correct answer is HA 2000 kN VA 2550 kN. Contour interval on a map sheet denotes A. Vertical distance of contour lines above the datum plane. B. Vertical distance between two successive contour lines. C. Slope distance between two successive contour lines. D. Horizontal distance between two successive contour lines. The correct answer is vertical distance between two successive contour lines. Which one of the following is the correct statement? A particle in simple harmonic motion while passing through the mean position will have A. Minimum kinetic energy and minimum potential energy. B. Maximum kinetic energy and maximum potential energy. C. Maximum potential energy and minimum kinetic energy. D. Maximum kinetic energy and minimum potential energy. The correct answer is maximum kinetic energy and minimum potential energy. What are the phenomena of global warming and acid rain formation attributed to A. SO2 and CO2 respectively. B. CO and SO2 respectively. C. CO2 and SO2 respectively. D. CO and CO2 respectively. The correct answer is CO2 and SO2 respectively. The following observation relate to designing of laced column. 1. Single lacing systems on opposite planes shall preferably be in the same direction so that one is the shadow of the other. 2. Lacing bar should only be a flat. 3. The slenderness ratio of the lacing bars for compression shall not exceed 180. 4. Laced compression members are to be provided with tie plates of ends. Of these observations, A. 1, 2, 3 and 4 are correct. B. 1, 3 and 4 are correct. C. 2 and 3 are correct. D. 1 and 4 are correct. The correct answer is 1, 2, 3 and 4 are correct.